Definitely frustrated because I think that's a game that we could and should have won. I thought we controlled it for about 37, 38 minutes. I just told those guys that's part of the learning experience is closing out games. Frustrated, but there's a lot of games in the season. Like I said out there's a lot of really good teams that are 0-2 in college basketball right now, and nobody is going to be in January and February what they are right now. So my hope is that's a game that we win in about 2 to 3 weeks in the same situation.
What improvements did you see tonight in today's game as opposed to your first game against St. Louis? What did you like about today's game?
I thought we were aggressive from a trapping standpoint and picking them up, and I thought it was really taking their legs. And then unfortunately, I thought we got lackadaisical and started fouling. We had a double-figure lead a lot of the game, and we were trying to extend that by trapping and playing the way we like to play, which is up and down. And I just thought we got lazy defensively, slapping down and bailing them out and doing things that, are uncharacteristic of us that allowed them to get back in the game.
Let's do questions for Catto real quick so I get changed. We're taking off after this. Andrew, you have a question?
Caleb, you talked a lot about in the offseason trying to get better as a vocal leader. It seemed like you were doing that a lot today. What has changed for you in year two?
I would just say we have 4 or 5 returners, so I've kind of been on the court, so I kind of know, I guess, if you stay the ropes. We have a lot of new guys, so they're super coachable, so they're all ears, and it's super easy to just communicate with them in regards to that.
Along the lines of what Coach Fly was saying, do you think this is a game that in a couple of weeks you guys will be able to rebound and win a type of game like that?
Absolutely. This doesn't define our season. We won't let it define our season. We're going to grow. We're going to get better. We got a big game coming up, and we're going to get back to the drawing board and get prepared for that.
And Caleb, what do you feel you can learn from something like this about having the lead the whole time and just kind of not quite seeing it through? What do you feel you can learn and get better from?
We got a really young group, so I would just say learning how to win is a big thing. If the game's close, come 2-3 minutes left, anything can really happen. So just being able to capitalize on big plays. Obviously, you want to hit shots down the stretch, but at the end of the day, it's about getting stops. So.
Anything else for Caleb?
Thanks, Caleb.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
21 points, it seemed like that was really where the offense was coming from. I know that you guys focused a lot on picking them up in traps and full court. Did anything kind of change down the stretch, trying to slow down those two in particular?
Well, obviously, I coached Darnell and know Darnell, and we were hoping to trap him and bother him, which has bothered him in the past. It bothered him when he played here with us, with Zach and Brandon. So, my thought was the more we could trap him and take his legs, it would really bother him. And I thought it did for the most part. But we let him get loose a little bit on the interior. I thought, he did a good job of drawing foul calls and throwing his body into people. And then we let the Owens kid get going a little bit too. But, again, those two played well, but I really felt like, like I said, we had control of the game, and all of a sudden it became us getting a little lazy, not getting stops when we should have. I did think there were a couple of trap situations and a couple of press situations where we turned them over, and there were some calls that I probably did not agree with in a few of those situations. But that's part of the game, and I did think we fouled too much no matter, what happened as far as some of those trapping situations.
Coach, can you give us a status on Thomas and Hardy and the injuries?
Yeah, so I don't think I have clearance to give you a lot of specifics on either one of them. I'm hoping that we're going to have Malik back maybe in the next few weeks is my hope. Brian, as you guys know, has had some injury issues, and we don't know if that's going to be something that he's going to be able to return from soon or that might keep him out for a while. But I don't think either one of them will play in the very near future, but we don't expect either one of them to miss the season either.
Can you talk more about Tracy Hector's game today?
Mm-hmm.
Improvements made?
Yeah, I thought, Tracy's in a tough situation from a standpoint of we brought him here once Christian Carlisle got hurt really to step into that role and be a physical presence as a big wing. And Tracy has had a knee issue that has kept him from being able to practice at all. So Tracy only plays. He rides the bike during practice, he watches film, but he's just not able to play or to practice, and probably won't be able to for the year. He's probably going to be a guy that's going to play in games, and that's about all he's going to be able to give us physically. But I think he brings a calming presence on the court. I think he can do some things as a guy that's played in college basketball. He's a really good defender. He rebounds the ball, which we need desperately. And, missing Brian and Malik, those are probably our two most physical guys outside of Justice and Tracy. And so we really, really need that from him right now without Brian and without Malik.
You guys always have a big crowd here at Alico Arena. Your thoughts on specifically the student section today and what they brought to the table for you guys?
Yeah, I thought it was tremendous, and to be honest with you, that's why I'm even a little more frustrated. I mean, I always expect to win at home, especially when people come out and support us. That's one thing that, I'm big on social media, and we've gone out and done some things with Greek organizations and out on campus and making sure that we're doing our part to make sure we have great home crowds. Obviously, we got to win games, but I also think part of that is treating people the right way and acting the right way on campus and being involved on campus and living on campus. So that's been something that we've really tried to embrace is, hey, campus has always supported me since I've been here, so we want to make sure we support campus. I thought they were terrific. I thought it was a great atmosphere. We just came up a little bit short, unfortunately.
Zach had a huge game against St. Louis, and then today it felt like he kind of disappeared, especially in the second half. He only had 2 points. You talked about how you can get him more involved every game so that he just doesn't.
Yeah, I thought he had. I mean, this is so uncharacteristic of him going 4 for 8 from the foul line, and 1 for 6 from 3. That's really not Zach. I thought he had good looks. The ball just didn't go in tonight. Zach's obviously been a very good player for us. He's going to be a good player for us. I don't think we're going to hopefully see a lot of nights where you see 3 for 15, 5 for 15, and 1 for 6 from Sam, Zach, and Caleb. Now, is that why we lost the game? No, it's not at all. I thought it was defense and rebounding. But I just thought Zach took good shots. Zach does what Zach does. It's just normally those shots go in. And I was more surprised than anyone. I kept thinking they were dropping, and I thought, Sam's would do the same thing, and we just didn't shoot it at a great clip tonight.
Did you talk to Darnell at all while he was here? And any message to him?
I spoke to his father a little bit on the way out. He's actually a cousin of Kevin Norris, who's a former assistant here. So I've known Shantae for a long time. Darnell's a great kid. He was in a very tough situation when he was here behind Zach and Brandon. So I'm happy for him that he played well. He's a really, really nice kid. And I did speak to his father. I didn't get a chance to talk to him.
Anything else, Coach? All right. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you guys for coming out and supporting us.